Floyd Lawton, a.k.a. Deadshot.
Fu Manchu. Now, no one can deny that Hot Toys' quality is second to none. As 1/6 scale companies go, it's at the top of the list when it comes to the best quality, best likeness, best everything when it comes to the figures they make. But if there was one drawback about all of Hot Toys' figures, it would be that they take way too long for them to come out. Now look, I'm not trying to say that making these figures is easy. Oh, no. I realize that making the little outfits and painting their faces by hand and all that stuff takes time. And I understand why they take so long to come out. And honestly, I'm amazed they come out as fast as they do. The problem is when they're selling figures for a movie line and you think, hey, the movie hasn't come out yet and they've already announced the figures. So around the time that the movie comes out, those figures will come out. Nope. Then you think, well, maybe they'll come out about the time that the DVD is released. Nope. And then they, after a while, you forget about the movie, and you realize, those figures never came out. What's taking so long? Jeez! And one example would be Suicide Squad. Now, as for Suicide Squad Hot Toys figures, only 2 have been released so far. Arkham Asylum Joker, and also the Imposter Batman. Now, the Imposter Batman wasn't even in the movie, so I don't think he should count. So, you got Arkham Asylum Joker. I guess you could count the Tuxedo Joker, but you know what? I've got him on order, and I still don't have him yet, so I don't consider that one out yet. Now, I realize overseas, they're out. But you know what? I haven't seen it. It can't be proven. What the heck? But you know what? You gotta be patient when you buy these figures. The problem is that there's lesser-known companies out there that make, bootlegs of the figures of the characters in question, and those are by far cheaper than the Hot Toys figures are going to be when they finally come out. So you go, well, I can get, let's say, the Hot Toys Deadshot when he comes out, but he's going to be like $250 after shipping. Or I can just get this Deadshot figure over here that's not licensed, that's already out, at a fraction of the cost. I wonder what I should do. What? The Hot Toys version isn't even out yet. It's not coming out for how many months? Well, I know what I'm going to do. Today's review, it will be on the following. Today's review will be on the art figures, and I really like that little Star Trek mail symbol there behind their name. That's kind of cool. Plus, their name looks like it's in a little movie strip, and that is cool. Dead Soldier, otherwise known as Deadshot, from the Suicide Squad movie, Will Smith himself. Now, I realize that this figure is unlicensed, and probably won't have the best Will Smith likeness, but judging from this photo right here, I'm happy with what I see. Now, when the Hot Toys one comes out, of course, that one will blow this one away. But as figures go, there's always something more positive about one and not the other. This one in particular, I really like the fact that he's got the little bendy fingers and the actual gloves that aren't sculpted on. They're like leather gloves and stuff. It's kind of like the Judge Dredd figure that Art Figures made. Very cool indeed. And you know what? If you don't like the likeness to the Will Smith head here, you can always put the Deadshot mask on his head and have that version there too, and that is cool. But you know what? Looking at the details, it looks like they got all the details from the movie absolutely perfect. And they got this figure out at a fraction of the cost and double the time than the Hot Toys one did. And man, oh man, I could not wait. This one looks cool, and I found it for a great price, and I cannot wait to see what he looks like. So let's look at the back of the package, shall we? So, here's the back of the package here. At the top of the package, you see the little art figure sticker there of quality, and it also has a warning saying, Deadshot may choke you in your sleep. And then down here, a really cool picture of his back, looking awesome indeed. And down here it says, impeccable aim, but disregard for his own life, the dead soldier. I don't think that's 100% true. I don't think he's got a disregard for his own life in the movie. I think he wants to live to go see his little daughter. But anyways, here's some more pictures here of the figure looking very awesome and showing off all his weapons and clips and everything, magazines, whatever you want to call them. And man, oh man, that is awesome. So let's look back at the front of the package, shall we? Oh, it is worth noting, too, that down the side of the package on this side, you've got a whole nother picture of Deadshot looking awesome indeed. Man, oh man, this figure does look cool, and I cannot wait to see it open. So I say we open it! Oh, one last thing. Before I open it, it is worth noting it, just like one of the other Hot Toys figures that I reviewed recently, you gotta keep it out of the child-earn's hands. because child urns need to be protected. Don't forget. Child urns. Anyways, when you remove that slip cover and you whoa, slip cover. Here he comes, slip cover, the man who can slip over anything. I'm gonna die in the movie, aren't I? Yup. As you can see, I haven't even opened the box yet, and I've already gotten my money's worth with this figure. Anyways, you remove that slip cover, and you're greeted by a plain black box. Now, the side of the box there is held closed with magnets like a damn Toys figure, and when you open up the spine, you see...
Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Boy, Cooney, you aren't kidding. Now, on the inside, it's plain black. Now, I thought there was supposed to be a picture in there, but apparently there isn't. Now, down the side over here on the spine, you can actually see the two magnets that hold it closed right there and there. Now, on this side over here, you're greeted by that foam that you always see with a damn Toys figure. So when you see this foam, you always know there's something really cool underneath. So let's see if Art Figures has a really cool Deadshot figure waiting for me underneath here, shall we? So, after removing that top layer of foam, we are greeted by, holy cow, that looks awesome. I mean, seriously, if that's not Will Smith, who the heck is it? But you know what? That is cool, and it just keeps getting better. Look at that outfit. Man, oh man, this looks so cool indeed. And, oh, this is going to take forever to put together. Man, check that out. And you got all his bullets and guns and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And man, oh man, that is so cool. But yeah, that likeness, that looks like Will Smith to me, man. And that looks pretty cool indeed. Now, as you can see, he's got his mask over here. He's got all his guns and stuff, his little eyepiece thing, his big old machine gun there. Man, this is so cool indeed. I cannot wait to open it. That's awesome. And check this out. I thought these were two little open spaces, but if you look, he's got more gloved hands right down there with the little bendy fingers, and that is cool. But yeah, first impression upon opening this figure, this looks like Deadshot, it looks like Will Smith, and man oh man am I happy with it, and I didn't have to wait for the Hot Toys one to come out. Now I can play with them, and that is cool. But yeah, I am very happy with that likeness so far, and I cannot wait to see him all geared up. So let's see if there's anything underneath this foam, shall we? Nope, for those of you who are curious, it's just that top layer of foam with all those things. Like, that isn't enough, but you know what? That is cool. Let's check out the figure, shall we? Oh, it is worth noting that after I remove the figure, underneath him you will find his gauntlet machine guns right there. They were literally underneath the figure, so that is pretty cool. So there were some hidden little accessories there, and that is cool. So let's check out the figure, shall we? So, here's the Deadshot, excuse me, Dead Soldier figure fresh out of the package and stood straight up, and man, oh man, am I happy with that likeness. I really hoped it looked this good, and man, oh man, I love it. If I had one complaint, it would be I thought his beard was a little bit thicker in the movie, but you know what? I think it was different lengths in the movie while they were filming it, and this looks fine and dandy with me. That is awesome. Now, as for his outfit, no complaints at all. Look at that shirt. Look at all the different colored materials, the way they wrote the, you know, I am the light, the way, and blah, 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 this color. This is awesome. They did such an amazing job. And if you look at like his pants up close and stuff, you can see that they're lightly weathered and stuff. They don't look like just brand new material pants and stuff. This is so cool indeed. His boots just look like normal boots, and you know what? The sculpt is amazing. And then up here at his gloves, I absolutely love how they gave him the leather gauntlet gloves, and that is so cool indeed. I think the Hot Toys one just comes with sculpted gloves and stuff. But I don't know, it's just using the material like that, it looks so cool to me. I think that is awesome. And I know the Judge Dredd figure got a lot of flack because a lot of people didn't like those hands, but I did. I thought that looked really cool indeed. Let's flip him around, shall we? So, here's the figure from behind with an arrow pointing up saying, hey, where's Will Smith? Right there, and that is cool. Check out the texture of the back of his head there. That is so neat indeed. Now, yeah, like I said, look at that. Look at, like, the padding underneath his armpit there. That is so cool. I mean, this is not a cheaply made figure. They went all out and made Deadshot's outfit in 1/6 scale form. And looking at all the little details here, it's not hard to, you know, understand why the Hot Toys one is taking so long to come out. I mean, they didn't just slap on some black pants on here and say, well, there's Deadshot. Nope. They made his pants, and man, oh man, he's got all these little pockets and stuff, and man, they did a great job. Yeah, I am very, very, very happy with this figure. Let's turn him back around. Now, if I had one complaint, it would be that I have to put his outfit on myself, and there are no instructions on how to do it. So I will be looking at a lot of film stills trying to figure out where everything goes. But you know what? If this was the way the figure came out of the box and it didn't even come with the rest of the armor and stuff, I would still be happy with it, because this is still Will Smith from Suicide Squad, and it looks awesome. But you know what? He's going to look even better when he's all geared up. So let's see what he looks like with his gear on. What do you say?
One eternity later.
Boy, you ain't kidding, SpongeBob narrator, but here he is, all finished. And man, oh man, did that take forever. Now, eagle-eyed people will notice that something is missing. That's right, knee pads. And you know why? 'Cause I broke them, both of them. Yeah, the little pegs that go on there, I broke one of the pegs, and then I noticed one of the straps was broken on the other one. So I already ordered some replacements, and I cannot wait to see what he looks like with them, because even without him, he looks awesome. Yeah, for an unlicensed Deadshot figure, this thing looks licensed, and I am 100% happy with it. Now, putting all this stuff on here, I don't know if I did it right or not, but you know what? Man, oh man, it was hard. And it looks really cool, I mean, once it's all on there and stuff. Now, being that the knee pads are broken, that means it's unfinished. I don't have him holding his rifle or anything like that. I'm going to leave that off till I get his knee pads on there and situated and stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure I'll break the gun in the process of putting the knee pads on. But you know what? This looks awesome. And that mask right there, holy cow, does that look awesome too. Now, that goes on the head, but it goes on very tightly, as I've seen in reviews, because, like, my good buddies, Keyboard Warriors, did a review of this thing, and look how hard this head mask thing is to get apart.
Obviously, this is very, very delicate, and you can see I'm trying not to put my nails in, or to drag it, or to peel the mask in any way.
So, I learned my lesson while watching their review. Don't try to put that mask on this head if you don't want to fight for it, because man oh man, it looks like it's a lot of work. Now, speaking of the Keyboard Warriors, be sure to subscribe to them, because they've only got 40 more subscription people to go before they reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to them, be sure to check them out, because they are awesome. Because man, oh man, are they so close to that 1,000 subscribers. That is so awesome. Congratulations, guys. You're almost there, and that is awesome. Now, back to Deadshot. This figure looks awesome, and aside from breaking his silly old knee pads, I am 100% happy with this figure. I love the way he looks. It is so cool indeed. Let's flip him around, shall we? Now, like I said before, I don't know if I got all this stuff on here right, but man, oh man, there's no instructions, and all you can do is look at other reviews or look at photos and stuff like that. It's really hard, man, because they don't tell you where anything goes inside of this art figures box. But you know what? Once you get it all on there, it is very satisfactory looking, and I absolutely love it, man. This is a really awesome figure. So, I say we waste no more time, and I say we look at him up close. What do you say? So, here we go with a super duper close-up look, and starting with his armored chest plate here. This looks so cool. Look at the little speckling they painted it with, and the little rivets and stuff like that. And what's cool is, if you go up here, you can see his Deadshot symbol. Now, usually you can't see that unless the light hits it just right, because it's almost as dark as the gray paint, but it is actually red. That is cool. Now, working our way up here to his neck, you can actually see I am the light, the way, and that is awesome. You can see how the shirt is made there. It's like a little microfiber mesh thing. That's pretty cool. Working our way up to his beard here, you can see his beard. Now, I do think his beard should be a little thicker, but that's okay, because it still looks like Will Smith. There's his mouth looking awesome, and his nose, and check that out. There's his eye. That is so cool indeed. Over here, now this thing is really hard to get on his eye, and as you can see, mine's not on there all the way, but it's really fragile feeling, and I'm so afraid I'm going to break it, because it goes on his head super mega tight. I mean, seriously, so be very careful with that. And what's cool about it is, it actually works just like the one in the movie. Check this out. It's like a little earpiece and everything, and it goes all the way around his head, and it's so cool indeed. But like I said, it is very, very tight. So be very careful because, yeah, it doesn't feel like the most sturdiest of plastic. It feels very fragile. But look at that detail. That is so cool indeed. And, yeah, that is definitely Will Smith right there. I love all the stubble there and the beard and stuff. That is so cool. All the texturing on his head. I mean, it's not just a smooth head or anything. They actually got some texturing there. That is so cool. And you can see by looking at his right eye here, it is glossy, so you can see that very well. That is awesome. Now, working our way down his sleeve here, you can see there's his neck and collar. He's got this armor right here, and mine had some glue right there. I don't know why, but mine was glued together right there, and when I broke the glue, I couldn't get it off there. So, yeah, mine was kind of glued together. I don't know what happened there. It's probably when they were trying to glue the straps on or something. But, yeah, putting this strap on straight right here underneath his armpit, oh, that was a pain. It is super, super tight, and then the buckle gets all twisted and stuff. Oh, man, it is hard. But yeah, like I said, once you get it on there, it ain't going nowhere because, I mean, it's just on there super tight. Right here on his guns, as you can see, it's got the little quote right there, and that is pretty awesome indeed. I absolutely love that. I noticed this one's right side up and the other one's upside down, so that's kind of strange. But the guns, you know, it's actually opposites and stuff like that, so I don't know what happened. Right over here, you can see he's got a little Deadshot symbol right there on the little magazine or clip or whatever where that goes. That is awesome. Man, these guns are pretty cool indeed. Over here on the straps are really long, so I just super glued them down. I figure I'm not taking it off or anything, so I just glued them down so they weren't all floppy. And then his gloved hands right here, if you can see that. Which it was kind of in the dark, so I turned him around. But as you can see, he's got a leather glove there, a little mesh glove too there underneath there. That's awesome, and his fingernails look cool. Now, working our way down his armor here to get to his belts, he's got two belts right here, and they're clipped together. Those are actually functioning belts right there, and that's pretty awesome. And then putting these stupid ammo clip things or whatever here, man, that was hard. They like slide on, but they get caught on everything on the mesh part of the belt or whatever. Those are really hard to get on, and they don't stay on very well. They're pretty loose, so yeah, be careful with that. Now, like I said earlier in the review, these pants don't look like new pants. They're all dirty looking and kind of like worn, and that is cool indeed. You can actually see little buttons and stuff. That is very cool indeed. Over here on his gun, if you look carefully down here, you can see the, I don't know, suppressor or whatever sticking out of the bottom, and that's pretty awesome indeed. Here's his other hand over here. This is a trigger hand to hold the gun, and that's pretty cool too. And man, oh man, like I said, this figure is awesome. I expected it to be good, but I honestly didn't expect it to be this good. This is really cool indeed. I mean, the amount of detail on this thing is just incredible. Now, right here, you would be seeing some knee pads if they were on here, and they were pretty cool too because they were like sectioned and stuff. That's pretty awesome. I love that his boots have a little bit of worn at the ends there. That's pretty cool. They're not just black boots, and that is awesome. Now, working our way down his back up here, you can see the back of his shirt, and that's pretty cool. And then here's his armor plate. Very neat indeed. Right down here, he's got a couple of belts here. And as you can see, this part right here, it's like a belt on top of a belt. And that's how you put those little ammo clip things on there. Oh, but man, does it get caught trying to put them on there. Here's two guns here on his butt right here. That's pretty awesome. And then down here, you've got, what do we got here? We got a pouch over here. Well, you can't see it. Right there, you got a pouch, and that's pretty cool. It's actually Velcroed shut, so you can actually open it. There's like foam inside of it right now. Here's the back of his gun right there. Very cool indeed. And that's pretty cool. I did notice that a lot of the pieces that were supposed to be gold are silver, like the ends of his guns and stuff like that on his arms and stuff. They're supposed to be the color like that, but they're not. They're more silver. Like that. But you know what? Little details like that don't matter. Now, as you can see there, see how it's facing upwards this time. The other one was facing down. But these are the right guns, because there's the little Deadshot symbol again. But yeah, for some reason, one's upside down and one's right side up. So that's kind of strange. But who knows? Maybe it was like that in the movie and I just didn't notice. But yeah, this figure is awesome. And before I forget, here's a close-up of his mask, because look at all that detail. It's not all just white. It's like off-white and dirty and gray and stuff, and that's pretty cool indeed. There's his little laser scope there. Very cool. And there's his little eye hole. Man, I'd love to see what this looks like on the head. I mean, I've seen it on heads in reviews and stuff, but I'd love to see it on the head, but I'm not about to try it. I may pick up an extra head and put this on there, but for the time being, he'll just be holding his mask, and that is awesome. So, there's my sorta review for the Art Figures Dead Soldier 1/6 scale figure, also known as Suicide Squad's Deadshot! And man, oh man, is this figure awesome. Like I said, it's almost a third of the price of what, the Hot Toys version's going for. At least that's what I got it for. I got it for under $100, and man, oh man, am I happy with it. But you know what? I'm sure the Hot Toys one's going to blow this one away, but for the time being, this is the Deadshot I'm going to have on my shelf, and I absolutely love it. So, until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews!
Y'all jokers must be crazy.